Right, let's get this fucking show on the road, as they say. Warning! You're listening to the DHB Radio Show, a comedy radio show that uses lots of strong language. Thus, if you're easily offended, then fuck off right now, because we'll say lots of bad things and your delicate ears will get offended. Secondly, if you're under 18, then ask your parents' permission before you listen to our show, because I don't want to get in trouble for you hearing me say frick off. And finally, bear in mind that some of the things said aren't the actual viewpoints of the hosts involved. Some of us play characters. That's just how things are. It's for entertainment. Take that on the chin and enjoy yourselves!
This is Doghouse Bastardess Radio.
Come gather round, all ye bastards, and raise up a calm to this our stern.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Hello there, folks, and welcome to this, I believe it's episode 97 of the Doghouse Bastards Radio Show. My name, as always, is Scott the Sasquatch Taylor. Joining me in studio is the man, the myth, the legend, the Monday Night Delight, the Monday Night Highlight himself. It's Slick RIC, Moneymaker Maynard. How the fuck are you doing, pal?
I'm alright. No, I'm good. I'm fantastic, in fact.
You sound a little bit subdued there, pal. A little bit subdued.
I'm fucking with you. It's after the big build-up and that, you just go, I'm alright.
Yeah, exactly. Just to completely derail things, you know. Yeah. I start the show on a high, I'm buzzing, I'm good to go, and then you just fucking derail things.
No,
entirely.
I am. I'm good. I'm pissing excellence, I would say. I'm just feeling damn good about myself. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, you've had quite a full weekend from what I can gather.
I have, yeah. Friday night, straight home from work. It was the oil company I worked for. It was their Christmas dinner dance.
Yeah.
And that was, Let me tell you, that was just a lot of fun. It really was. Went in first of all, the Mr. Big and All himself said, the big cheese, the head honcho, fucking JR's got fuck all on this boy. Texan boy, he comes in, hey man, I won't say his name in case anyone else is listening, chatting away, and fucking you stand next to him, he comes over and we're chatting away, speaking away and that lot, fine guy. And you're thinking, fuck, I don't want to get hammered in front of him, so you sit down, you have the meal, and he does a speech afterwards.
Lovely.
And we had a few bottles of wine and that lot, and then one of the guys I work with, he came out with the brand of particular brandy that I like, which makes the night go a little bit faster.
Right,
so I was like, I'll just have one. I'll just have another one. And then my boss came round, Mr. Big in Oil came round and says, boy, what would you like to drink? Come have a drink with the old boy. I was like, at that point, I fucking pissed myself laughing. So the Courvoisier was, the particular name of
generic brandy.
Other brandies are available.
Yes.
And then after that, the night's just a fucking blur. It was just unbelievable. But I've never seen so many women in my life, Scott. In my life, it was like fucking watching Hollyoaks or some shit. It was just.
And these are all work colleagues, or what?
Well, yeah, but the thing is, the girl who I think's hot at work, she was nothing compared to some of these ones.
Oh, jeez.
I mean nothing. She was like, was you there, really? I didn't see you. I didn't even notice you.
Before we carry on, also on the line, we have Mr. Pink. Mr. Pink, how are you doing?
Potato!
How are you doing, Pink? How's things with you this week?
I am fine, my large hairy friend, and how are you?
I'm good. Now, you, of course, I imagine have had a busy weekend too as well, but I imagine the opposite of Moneymaker Maynard here, you know, because you're on the opposite side of the fence. You're the one who's fending off all the drunks.
Honestly, my Friday and Saturday night couldn't have been polar opposites. Friday night, I was in Beirut. And Saturday night I was in, I don't know, Hobbit country or something like that, because honestly it couldn't have been two more different nights for me.
Oh, really? That bad?
Oh, it was a stonker.
Oh, jeez. Now, I mean, going back to Maynard here, of course. Now, you've I mean, you've been blazing drunk on the old brandy, the fancy brandy. Now, are we talking kind of? I mean, we've talked before on the show about the Christmas time that I saw you hanging out of a van, just completely pie-eyed.
That's how drunk I was. I was hanging out of a transit van drunk. I buckled, buying my boss's drink, buying my boss's boss drink, fucking buying Mr. Big and All himself drink. And then my 2 apprentices, they came over and said, "Man, what's that you're drinking?" I said, "Oh, it's the magic elixir of awesomeness." I said, "Oh, that's how it tastes."
Tennessee honey.
Aye. That's how it tastes. I was like, it's not for little boys. You understand? You put hairs on your bollocks, this stuff, lad.
Yeah.
So fucking next thing, I'm at the bar, says, "Right, come with me, boys." I bought them one each. One of them downed it. He didn't sip it, he just downed it. He wasn't seen again until work this morning.
It's not a drink you can play with shots with.
You can't fool with that shit. It's like messing with fireworks. It's like fucking about with TNT, lighting a cigarette with that shit. It's just fucking. You got to pay that shit respect.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was hanging out of a transit van drunk. If you know what I'm saying.
Are you talking about the same respect that you show it then, Maynard?
Exactly. But the thing is, if you ever see me out in town drinking this stuff, limit me to 2.
Okay.
2, I'm on form. The chat's there. I'm awesome. 3. It's not going to end well.
Starting to get messy.
Yeah, 4, I'm just a mumbling stumble fuck.
Basically, if you see you in a bar making the kind of the brandy movement with some kind of glass in your hand, like you're trying to roll marbles around the inside of a frisbee, it's trouble.
Oh, exactly. It's bad when the hot girls in the office say to you, "Maynard, you never really come up this way," which I've no excuse to go up that way anyway.
Yeah.
So someone up today and says, you were funny as hell on the dance floor. You were spinning around to Michael Jackson, and then you busted this press-ups routine on the floor. And I was like, oh, no.
Now, I've seen you with a few drinks and bust out the moves, and let me tell you, Michael Jackson in his prime had nothing on you, my friend.
I like to call it my hip-hop jazz-funk fusion with a bit of Michael Flatley in there as well.
Is it a black thing? Because, you've seen me dance. It's not a pretty thing, to be fair.
Yeah,
I've seen Pink dance. Pink's not a great dancer, although he can do the robot like nobody else, right? But, that's by the by these days. It just seems to be that you are inherently gifted with busting moves.
It helps that when the dancing espadrilles were on. They were on
Brilliant.
as well, so fucking... And here's the thing as well. It was at the meal.
I still fucking love that.
It's
dancing espadrilles.
Oh, man. But here's the thing as well. We're at the meal, and I'm sitting next to McGlory. Now, I'd like to think, it's 2012, everyone's had a meal in a restaurant by now, haven't they? We're all grown up. When your starter comes, which do you start with? You've got your selection of forks.
You generally work from the kind of outside in, I believe.
Exactly.
That's what I've been told before in the past.
Exactly.
Yeah.
McGrory, no, fucking just grabs any random fork, fucking ploughing through. So he finishes his starter. I'm musing to people around me and that, chatting away, being sociable and shit before I get fucking wrecked, because I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Next thing, man, you're not finishing that. What? I was just taking a bite out of my starter here. Next thing, I'm like, well, I don't quite like that stuff. You finish it.
Right.
Woof, finishes it. Where's my bread gone? Fucking, he's away on my bread roll and everything. But I remember he was asking for seconds and everything. I was like, fucking easy, boy.
Bloody hell.
He's something else.
So do you do the thing where, I generally try to do this as well, but when I'm drinking, I'll try and do the whole social part first, so people know that I'm a good guy.
Yes.
Because I know that when I'm boozy, I'm going to be a fucking nightmare.
Exactly.
And I don't mean nightmare in a bad way.
Yeah.
I'm a dancing machine when I'm boozy.
Exactly.
I'm hugging everybody. I'm dancing.
Exactly.
But I maybe get too huggy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah, that's the problem. You see, you get too huggy. People get annoyed because you're hugging everybody, especially if you're out with a partner. If you're out with a girlfriend. And again, that's been my problem in the past. Is I love everybody when I'm boozy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not one of these nasty drunks. No. I like to party and hello and strangers, give me a hug. Terrified. My brother's wedding. There was strange men at the bar. Hello, I've never met you for my life. I want to meet you now. And they're all cowering from me because let's face it, I'm not a small chap. I'm a 6'3" monstrosity of a man. If I come rampaging towards you and not more but an unbuttoned shirt and a kilt, you're thinking I'm for the rape. You see,
it's like a fucking out of control truck coming towards you, like, help me, Bob.
The job's fucked. You see, so like myself, I take it you do the whole kind of social niceties. You lay the groundwork first of all.
Get all that chatting first, yeah.
So they all know you're a good guy.
Yeah.
So when they see you boozy, they go, "Oh, that's just Maynard. He's a good guy."
Oh, big time, fucking big time. So I was doing all my social niceness and that, chatting away with everyone, being polite and chatty and witty and all that sort of stuff, and to be honest, half the tidy birds, I was sort of trying to put a bit of fucking groundwork in there.
Nice.
No, even I know I was punching way out of my league there, so I was like, nah, I'm not even going to try with some of these.
Yeah.
There was this girl there, and if I live to be 1,000 years old, I will never see anyone as hot as this in my life. She was just... to the point, I'm actually thinking I dreamt her, because it can't be that possible.
Yeah.
It's fucking got to be impossible. She was wearing... I'm not going to say what she was wearing, because I won't do it justice, but it's this slinky dress and red shoes. It was like fucking something off Wizard of Oz or something.
Oh...
Tell you, I'd have taken her home. If she'd knocked 3 times on them, she was fucking...
Do you want to know? Do you want to know the technique though that you want to employ, Maynard?
What's that in?
How to make yourself look good? Get your fucking fuck nugget mate McFlurry to go in there first. He fucking tramps all over it with his fucking size 10 and 11 feet.
You step in.
The rescue.
Aye.
You step in, then all suave and debonair.
That's not a bad thought.
I'm sorry, but my... And you put on the bass.
Yeah.
Women love the bass.
Oh, they love that shit.
I'm sorry, my dear. I apologise, my friend. There is a little bit of a shambles.
So uncouth.
I, however, am social...
Yeah.
My repertoire is great.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially when I had the 3-piece suit on as well. And
The 3-piece suit and the Dances Patrols.
Fucking women were defenceless.
Why you went home single is beyond me.
Well,
or did you?
The reason why I did, because I was... fucking just a rambling stumble fucking drunk.
Oh, you were hanging at a van drunk, yes.
Yeah,
okay.
there was, what you call it, there was a raffle and 2 people out of 1,000 people won all the prizes.
Right.
And at which point I'm told out, me and McGraw were like, boo. I went to the bar for drinks later on with the apprentices, and when I bought the particular brand of brandy again, she goes, oh, would you like ice? I went, yeah, ice that shit up, bitch.
Nice.
I was like,
Ice that shit up.
Ice that shit up, bitch.
See, I love Drunk Maynard. I mean, he's one of my favourite things to see in action because it's almost like you hit a certain point. I don't know if it's through the brandy or what it is, but you hit a certain point where any respect for the female of the species is completely out the window. I mean, I've seen you at work, bitches! Come to me! And they're looking at you like, who the fuck is he?
Well, the thing is, quite often I'll do it and they'll know it's tongue-in-cheek. But this girl, she knew I was messing about because 2 minutes before, I gave her a fist bump at the bar.
Nice.
And it was the worst. You know when someone gives you a shit fist bump? It's like a fucking...
It's like there's a slight rub and then they kind of wink her.
It's like fucking... I'd imagine if I was one, it's like receiving a limp knob. I'd imagine it's like that. You're just fucking spectacularly underwhelmed. And I was like, what the fuck is that shit? No, I had to teach her how to do it with the whole... afterwards and everything.
So you taught her the explosion afterwards and to really fucking dramatise it. Brilliant.
Every time I was at the bar, she knew. She was like... fucking ace.
So do you know yourself where your kind of cut-off point is? How many kind of drinks you can go in before the fucking game's ruined? If for example, say we go out on the hunt, and you see the girl with the red shoes on and blah blah, and you know, right, she's in this party tonight, and I want to give her the slick RIC moves. Do you know then what your cut-off point is drink-wise before she's going to horribly be offended and slap you in the face?
That cut-off point is so fine. I swear to God, it's like, it's not even a couple of drinks. It's like, I'll start off at the top of my Courvoisier, and I'm fucking, I'm not quite there. Mid Courvoisier, boom, fucking lethal.
Just a razor's edge.
Yeah, but then one more sip. You're going on with just a fucking kebab and a dry cuff. That's all you're getting, boy.
Other sipping liquor is available.
What about you, Pink? I mean, if you're ever out on the Randan, and I've seen you in the Randan, you are a sight to behold. I mean, he's a monster of a man who loves a robot when he's boozy. You know, dance floor cleared. Loves a stripper pole. Oh yes. My goodness. The moves, a man of his size shouldn't have that kind of dexterity. You know, it's a thing of beauty.
Oh, fucking
in my youth, my friend, in my youth.
So what about you, Pink? Do you have, or do you know yourself that you have a certain cut-off point before your partner with the ladies is completely destroyed?
No, well, you see, I used to back in the day when I used to go out a bit more frequently, but now that line is kind of a blurred. It's like a kind of no man's land. It's like a good 4 or 5 drink spree, like a spread. There isn't a 1 drink domino effect.
Right.
There's a 4 or 5, it blurs. So it's like you think everything's fine, and then all of a sudden, like the night out before the show, I thought I remembered everything about the night until I woke up in the morning and realised I didn't remember fuck all. So the line is blurry now.
Now, of course, myself and Pink being door stewards, have had no nights out at all whatsoever. I mean, this month will be completely, like I said before in the show, we're gonna have a short break shortly, and have the 100th show appearing in January, because we're gonna be working pretty much solid, you see, for a while now. But so of course no drinks, and my problem of course is normally for me is my Monday night is normally time for a drink. I mean, I've normally got beers in. I've started now buying in some Tennessee honey because I fucking love that shit. I'm in love with that shit. I mean, I'm not even lying to you.
You do?
I'm in love with that shit.
I've never seen a man caress that bottle.
Oh.
When there's a bottle on your table, you're touching it up, and I'm a little bit fucking nervous sometimes.
Do you know when you buy something pretty and you just hold it and you look at it and you kind of caress the edges?
Yeah.
And it's like that. You don't want to open it, but you really do, because
you need to.
Oh, I'm in love with the stuff.
Now, I need to cut in here now, big man. You'll remember the last time I drank whiskey.
Yes. Oh, yes. And that was a magical affair. Have we?
Right. Now, I have not consumed whiskey since. I can't even smell whiskey. In
have
fact,
we discussed this in the show
teleports
before?
Back to that night.
If we haven't discussed it before, I'll briefly cover it now as well.
Yeah.
There was one night myself and Mr. Pink were out in Aberdeen, actually. Both wearing kilts, looking magnificent.
Yeah.
Both in our rakish youth, ice-lod hair, less beard, more in the head.
I remember you were here as well.
Oh, it was a beautiful thing,
Maynard,
a beautiful thing. So we're out, and we're dancing and light away, and bitches are loving this.
Yeah.
But we're too young and rakish to care about the ladies. We're busy dancing away, and we get in tow with the owner of the bar that we worked in and his friends. And guys, come back to a party. We're having a party. It's kind of New Year's Day. Let's just go and have a piss up. You guys are welcome to come along and join in. No problem at all. So we go back to this party in a very affluent area of the city. It's a very fancy house. Even the bathrooms all kind of gold plated and stuff, and like holy shit. And
the carpets are so thick pile, you actually need a machete to get anywhere around the flat.
A beautiful place,
Yeah.
We arrive at the party and there's people there already. The party's already in full swing by the time we get there. It's a mixture though, because obviously the guy who owns the house is quite an affluent, well-to-do kind of guy.
Yeah.
But you can tell with a few drinks and he's a bit of a party animal as well.
Aye.
So there's a mixture of like very prim and proper folk, and also a mixture of just down-to-earth horrible bastards.
Yeah.
And it turns out as any party happens to be, the horrible cunts go into the kitchen, and the affluent folk are in the lounge, with their fucking champagne flutes and everything, blah, blah. But so we go to the kitchen, obviously being horrible cunts, and the first thing we see is a man bent over in his kilt with his kilt up, exposing his bare arse, getting leathered by another man with a spatula. Like, properly smashed him in the ass. There's a horrified, affluent lady there in the cocktail dress, the stemmed glass, who just looks horrified. She's obviously one of the posh folk who stumbled in the kitchen by mistake and going, what the fuck's going on here? The guy's bent over the cooker getting hammered with a spatula.
Fucking hell.
The guy doing the hammering says to the girl, oh, I'm sorry, am I offending you? She went, what's going on here? He went, have a shot. And she went, oh no, I absolutely possibly couldn't. He says, have a shot! And I think a mixture of fear and probably malice.
Yeah.
She went, well, okay then. So down with the champagne glass. You've never seen a girl as posh and as elegant be as nasty with a spatula. She left welts. And the man she was hitting was built like us. I mean, he was a former doorman too as well. In fact, a former policeman he was as well.
Hell.
Big burly guy. Getting his arse leathered by this fucking cocktail dress wearing, prim and proper, maybe mid-50s woman who's delighted with herself. She's happy as a pig in shit.
Bloody hell.
So, of course, these guys we think...
don't get parties like this until they drone.
Oh, God, no. So these guys we think are... Now, these guys are our kind of guys, They're up for a bit of laugh. One's, of course, a former door steward, former police officer, blah, blah. The other one's a former special forces guy, and they're both crazy. So... in the kitchen area as well, we're all having a wee drinky poo as well. And one of the guys, myself, Pink, and the two guys, one guy says, you know what, I'm really needing a piss. I'm like, oh, so do I, well, there's only one bathroom here. We can't all just queue up and we can't all go in the same place.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, don't worry, there's a balcony. The kitchen leads on. Now, we're on like the third floor of this kind of block of they're very fancy flats. I can't even say flats, they're like stacked houses, these things. There's now 3 or 4 men. I think Pink. Were you there? You were there as well. There was now 4 men squeezed on this tiny balcony with their kilts up, seeing who could piss the furthest out into this very, very fancy back garden. You see, but this is a shared community kind of back garden. This isn't like a kind of cul-de-sac of houses. There's windows either side, all looking towards us. There's a girl in her bedroom who's lying in her bed watching a bit of TV, looks at the window to see 4 hairy Scotsmen with their dicks out, urinating into her back garden. I mean, horrible bastards. So we go back in the party, and we're all kind of chilling away, and then bang, in walks the guy who owns the venue that we worked in. And, right guys, we've got a challenge. He says it to everyone in the kitchen, because obviously the posh folk are pissing him off. Yeah. Right, we've got a challenge. He said, myself and my friends here are all putting money into this big kind of fishbowl thing here, and whoever can drink this other fishbowl full of Drambuie, now it's a full bottle of Drambuie in this fishbowl, gets all that cash. So we're all saying, now, we're talking about an ex-Special Forces guy here as well, and an ex-copper who are giving it, fuck off, don't be stupid, wise up, you know. I'm saying, now I've got legendary hollow legs when it comes to drink. I'm like, no, thank you. I can see there's a wedge of cash there, but fuck that.
No.
Oh, but not our hero, Mr. Pink. Steps forward. I'm your fellow. The whole place, fucking celebrating. He goes up, and with 2 large hands, picks up this fucking bowl. Yeah. And I mean, it's a full bottle of Drambuie in this thing. Fuck. I'm thinking he's going to manage maybe a quarter of that and then be sick, or he's going to... And everyone's thinking, there's no fucking way. And even the guys with the money in the jar are thinking, our money's safe. We're getting that money back. There's no way. Away he goes. Blah, 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 blah. Now, have you ever seen the comedian Roy Chubby Brown down a pint?
Aye, I've seen that.
It's like 2 gulps and the fucking bowl's drained.
It's gone.
Holy, he's just horsed in a fucking bottle of Drambuie. Everyone's stunned. There's nobody applauding. Everyone's stunned. What the fuck just happened? Mr. Pink reaches across, grabs the wedge of cash. Ting, thank you. I mean, he made a fucking fair wedge though. But I'm sure, Pink, though, you can confirm that you paid for that though.
Well, yeah, I mean, the funny thing was I washed it down with 3/4 tumbler of Southern Comfort and lemonade after, just to get rid of the taste. And I was like, yeah, we're all right. What was it, about 20 minutes, half an hour later, I think it was, when the room started to move and shake and everything. And the next thing I know, I was vomiting as if there was a full bore running fire hose up my arse into the poshest toilet with gold knobs and shit I've ever seen.
I'm standing in the kitchen with the squaddy and the copper, and I mean, we're hee-hawing away and blah blah, and then I didn't even notice he was gone until someone said, "Oh, where's your pal gone? He's been away for a while." I'm like, "Oh, he's probably chatting up some posh bird or whatever's going on or blah blah blah. He's maybe having a shit." Yeah, you know. And it wasn't until somebody kind of burst in the room. Now, imagine, if you will, there was like a fucking zombie at the door. Someone burst in with like legs splayed and arms. Quick! There's a man being sick! You know? Oh, brilliant. So I go to the bathroom, and sure enough, I mean, Pink is redecorating the place. Yeah. All the goldness is all fucking now kind of greenness. It's just, what the it's horrible.
All the gold's peeling off and everything.
Yeah, all the fake gold's coming off the fucking taps.
Fucking hell.
The paper's coming off the walls, you know. He's ruined. I'm like,
honestly, it was coming out of me like the fucking light out of the Chinese guy in Big Trouble in Little China. You know what I mean? It was coming out of every orifice in the head.
So all I can do is say, right, fuck, I have to get him home. You know, he's ruined. I have to get him home. So we managed to get a taxi eventually, and everyone's laughing. Ha ha ha! Look at that big bastard. He's pissed. Yeah, very good, very good. Carry him out the taxi. The taxi's got to stop like 5 times on the way up the road to let him vomit. You know?
I was hosing out of that bad boy. That's one of the things I actually still remember. There were very, very few things I actually remember from that night, was hosing out of the moving taxi.
Yeah, that's right. So we get back home, and then, now this is how bad it was. How many days was it that you couldn't go back to work for?
Well, I lost a day and a half. I mean, it was like, was it 3 days after that before I could go back to work? And I remember, you know, like if you're getting on a double-decker bus in a city and there's a wee step, it's maybe, 8 8-10 inches to get up into that. It took me 3 attempts to get into the double-decker bus. It was 3 days later.
Of course, I was nothing but supportive. I was peeing myself laughing. Look at him! And of course, back then, it was before the kind of advent or the kind of the onslaught of camera phones.
Yeah.
I couldn't record this. I'm like, this is beautiful. Even the bus driver's fucking laughing his tits off. We get him to work.
I'll never forget we'd be at work and all that. And there's people, we never went out that much and overly socialised when I was in Aberdeen. But I mean, I'd meet people that I'd have a clue. And they were just, Mr. Drambuie.
Oh no, he was a Drambuie King.
Aye.
His nickname to this day is the Drambuie King. To this day, he's still spoken about in whispers and legends.
Fucking
There's
hell.
still, I mean, I swear, even as little as maybe say about 6 months ago, it was referenced again by one of the owner's friends who said, "Oh, how's your pal, the Drambuie King?"
Is that the man whose name is similar to a tractor manufacturer?
Yes, it would be, yes. But yeah, it just ruined, absolutely ruined.
Aye.
So as I said, from that day forward, I can't smell, touch, even be in the same room almost as whiskey because it teleports me back. But I'll tell you, I had a wee sniff of that honey whiskey at the weekend.
Oh,
someone
did you?
poured a drama in my pub, and I went, "Oh, excuse me, do you mind if I believe this is like pancakes?" And they're like, "Fucking pancakes, wise up." And I was like, "No, hold on." And I had a wee sniff, and do you know what? It smelled nice.
You should have a wee taste as well. My goodness, it's just it's hooked my life. And so of course, I mean, last week's show, I went out and bought specially. I bought a 15-pack of beer, right? And I bought the full bottle of Tennessee Honey, thinking that's more than enough. I won't even put a dent in that.
Yeah.
I'll maybe have a couple of nips out of the bottle. I'll maybe have 2 or 3 cans during the show, and then that cans will do me for the week. That's me fine. So of course I invite round, Jables and Carl Tron were here, of course, last week. And it was just chaos. I mean, listening back, my fucking word, chaos.
Fucking hell, it was
too
wild.
many voices competing to be heard and fucking hell. But, so I said to them, "Oh, help yourself, have a beer, have a, drink," and that was fine. Carl Tron bought a bottle of rum, cracking rum, fantastic. So he's pouring, but I didn't realise he's pouring like half glass measures. So the rum's gone in like 2 rounds. It's gone.
I did notice that rum seemed to fucking go sharpish.
Disappeared fast. And I could notice they were getting boozier and boozier really, really fast. Then they're horsing into the cans of beer. Not only did he bring some of his own beer, but then got into my beer as well. There's a mountain of cans over here now as well. I kept it as evidence to show you, Maynard, because that's all been smashed by those bastards.
Yeah.
Right? I had maybe 3 cans out of the 15 cans. Yeah. Right? I said as well, I had the Tennessee Honey in the fridge, at the back of the fridge there, chilling away nicely. Of course, he goes, oh, I said, have a couple of nips of that. Now, when you say a couple of nips, you're thinking a wee splashy, some ice, maybe a little bit of cola, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not his fucking nips. Bottle's empty again. I got maybe 2 drinks at that fucking bottle. So, once everyone's cleared out, I checked the fridge. There was 3 cans left of lager.
Hell.
And there was no Tennessee Honey at all. This can in my hand is the last can. I've kept it for the show specially. Yeah. It's the only can. It's the last can of the whole fucking bunch.
Fucking hell. I did notice it got fucking decimated last week. I mean, looking at the top of your fridge, it's like a honey whiskey graveyard over there. It's like nothing but shattered dreams.
It's kind of worrying when the honey whiskey bottles start to outnumber the cans on top of there.
I bet you've been like pouring. Oh, come on.
No, licking sipping the dregs out of it.
Sniffing it and everything.
Yes, holding it in bed at night, cuddling it and sobbing. Oh, dear. Guys, before we carry on, let me say a big thank you to a guy called Peter Williams, who has sponsored tonight's show. It's much appreciated. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, thank you kindly, Peter.
Much. And in other news, we did have a guest booked to come in tonight as well, beside yourself, Maynard.
Okay.
Sparky.
Okay.
But Sparky can't make it.
Oh.
Called off, sadly. And here's a problem, of course, is that, I mean, the roads have been terrible.
Yeah,
the weather's been fucking awful.
Yeah.
For those of you who are not in Scotland, not in the UK, those of you who are abroad, we've been hit by a fucking chill. I mean, I think last night it was as low as kind of -3, -4 it was getting, you know.
It was cold as fuck, I know.
Cold as fuck. I mean, and the roads out here as well, of course, in my area, they never see a gritter. The roads are fucking terrible.
Well, I live in a cul-de-sac, and for some strange reason, that bit of charge me council tax to fuck. But for some reason, if you live in a council tax in a cul-de-sac, you don't get a gritter, even
Not
though
at
I'm
all.
paying council tax.
Well, that's partly why I've bought a 4x4 is because my car's normally trapped in that car park because it never sees a gritter at all. So, of course, Sparky had to cancel because his now he's got a big 4x4 as well that we call the battle tank. So it's a huge thing. It's like a fucking people car. It's huge. It's massive. And but the problem is that the brakes are a bit faulty, which you don't want that to be happening when it's snowy and icy and everything else.
Brakes, fucking health and safety's gone wild, man.
The handbrake works fine for
Be
fuck's
alright.
sake, you know. I told him, I was like, man up and come down, but he wouldn't do it. So
be alright.
So no Sparky. But of course, the cold weather, fucking terrible as well.
Oh.
Now, you guys know, well, you and Pink know, of course, the layout of my kind of area here as well.
Yeah.
Out the back door here as well, there's a cordoned off street with bollards, and then quite a kind of steep incline towards the main road, where the road terminates. Now, there's maybe like a 30-foot space from that bollards to the main road of this incline. And people, it's all double yellows, you can't park there, but everyone parks there.
Yeah.
And it nips my shit. But brilliant. This morning, I was woken at 6:30 in the morning by this fucking noise. Engine screaming kind of noise. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Look out the window, there's a van. The wheels are going like fuck, but it's slowly sliding backwards down the hill. The guy's obviously parked there overnight and then got in to drive away. He's going nowhere, son.
Yeah, fucking nowhere.
He's sliding back towards the bollards. And I'm glued. Oh, please hit the fucking bollards, you bastard. And they're trying everything. They're putting cardboard under the wheels to get it to move. It's not happening. I think eventually the guy to phone his work and said, look, so not happening. We're trapped. No can do. Fucking snow down, blah, blah, blah. So... But I mean, horrible fucking weather.
Fucking hell. I did notice it because when I parked in the car park round there and I walked round to get in the front door or back door, whatever it is, as it were, and fucking, it's just ice. It's just like a rink.
Oh, really is.
It's
really
just like
bad.
a rink, and we're fucking strolling about espadrilles. They were no use either. Fucking, I'm fucking like fucking Bambi on ice walking up the street.
I don't know as well if it's maybe me just getting old, but I'm suffering the cold now less and less. Or I'm suffering from it, more and more, you could say. I mean, when I was younger, cold weather, who cares?
Yeah.
Bring it on, Mother Nature, fuck you! Now, though, if it gets as low as like 1 degree, I'm like, oh, wise up, get me the fuck out of this right now, get me home, get the heating on, fucking hell.
You're more tolerant than me when you said 1 degree. I was thinking you were going to say like 9 degrees or something, but I was like, fuck that, heating's on, fucking brrr.
It's just a fucking nightmare. I went to a generic supermarket not far from here, and to see if I get some cheap thermals. I'll get some thermal bottoms, some long johns. I'll get a thermal vest, long sleeve vest. Great, that'll do me for my work and for walking the dog and everything else. And I go in, and of course, as usual, you get maybe as high as an XL.
Aye.
Or if you're lucky, maybe a 2XL. You see. No, I'm more of your 3XL persuasion, to be fair. So... As I saw a young lady, I goes, excuse me, sorry to bother you. She obviously worked there. I said, it wasn't some random girl, you know. Excuse me.
That doesn't mean our shopping.
Yeah, exactly. So I said, excuse me, do you by any chance have thermals? And maybe a 3XL, you know? And she went, she laughed in my face and walked away.
Fucking hell.
I was like, I wasn't fucking joking.
It's a bit fucking harsh.
Laughed in my face and walked away.
Fucking, excuse me, I'd like to give you some business. Okay. Meant no wonder we're in a recession.
It's just...
She's obviously gone to the school of customer serving that when we worked in that, how shall we say, company for suits back in the day.
Yes.
And someone came in looking for a kilt hire on Hogmanay.
Right. Oh, yes, yes.
And I was already 1 bottle of wine to the wind.
Yes.
And I just laughed in their face when they asked.
Oh my God. So, I mean, the weather's been fucking awful. And I hate it. And of course, my car as well. My car's having more problems.
You serious?
The heating's fucking... Yeah, no. I bought it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I've been back in the garage now twice for the heating not working properly. So it's back in again today.
Is it blowing hot air, but it's just... Sorry, is the blower working, but there's no hot air coming out?
What happened was, the first thing went wrong was it was blowing hot air for a while. It was... Don't say that, for fuck's sake. It was blowing hot air for a while, and then it went cold. And the temperature needle was staying where it was, kind of halfway. There was no kind of rise at all, whatever, but it's turned cold then. So they took it in, they changed it to coolant, and it worked fine for about a week. And then it's starting to get cold again, or it was blowing cold. I mean, I started the car last night to go to work. I had to sit for like 10, 15, 20 minutes to get even some heat.
Aye.
To get the window clearer, you know? It was fucking, come on.
Fuck's sake.
So back in today saying, look, something's not right here. Have to get this sorted out. It's still under warranty.
Yeah.
So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get that.
Is this a car we're talking about here, or a woman that's fucking blowing hot and cold?
They are too similar sometimes.
But the best thing though about the cold weather, the only good thing about the cold weather is seeing people fall on their face.
Oh, I love that. I could watch it all day, every day.
There's 2 patches of ice that form normally outside my venue that I work in.
Aye.
And the weekend was just comedy gold. The amount women, again, here's why you're mental. And, here's why, and guys too as well, you know. It's now, maybe again, it's because I'm old, you know. But if it's like -2 outside, I'm not going to go out in just a fucking t-shirt and shorts or a t-shirt and thin jeans, you know. I'm going to have a jacket on.
Yeah.
Maybe even a scarf.
It's got to be done.
Maybe even some, you know, warm espadrilles, you know, for a week, some heated espadrilles. So across the road, there's a big ice patch, and folk have been following this ice patch the whole night. And teetering towards it are 2 girls, you know, scantily clad, figure-hugging dresses, you know. One's got the tight disco pants, you know, the ones that are like the kind of shiny black legging things that I
love them.
love. And one's on her phone.
Yeah.
They're in like massive high, like fucking like really tiny heels, you know. And you can tell it's disaster written all over it. Sure enough, hits the ice. Whoop, boom! Down goes one. The other spins round with her phone. Are you okay? Whoop, boom! She's down as well. She face plants. They're both lying there. I think she's burst her nose.
Yeah.
The other one's, I think, cracked her head. I'm being nothing but supportive, aka I'm fucking pissing myself laughing. Oh, I just fucking love it.
It's fucking brilliant when you see shit like that. It really is. Fucking best one I ever seen. I was going back a couple of years ago now. Fucking just where I stay at the bottom of the street, there's quite a big bend in the road there, and fucking people on bikes and shit like come around that corner way too fast. Well, one day it was all iced over. This fucking old dear, it must have been about fucking. I wasn't that old, to be fair, just to make me sound like not so much of a bastard laughing.
Right. Okay.
But fucking came around the corner way too quick. Fucking front wheel of the bike gave way. Boom! Right on the chin. I was like. Fucking boy was almost out cold. I had to help him up off the road because people come around that corner way too quick. But it was quite funny though. I'm not gonna lie.
Hell,
did you make off with a bike?
I would have done if I had a fucking hallway. It was one of them old bone shaker things as well. I was like, fuck, I'm not being seen on that thing with a basket on the front.
Oh, lovely.
I was like, fuck that noise. I'll help you up, but fucking get your bike up yourself, fella.
So where did it come from? Fucking Arkwright's shop.
Only thing was minus was a fucking dring dring and a couple of spokey dokies on wheel.
And the tassels and the handlebars. You know, as well. And the pole at the back with a wee triangular flag at the top. Oh yeah, the foxtail.
Aye,
fucking foxtails. Oh dear. Speaking of course of the car as well, this as well bugged me too today as well.
Yeah.
Was while I was out in the car, before I went in the garage, I swung in by a generic car part stroke bike specialist kind of shop, you know, that Pink used to work at many years ago actually.
Did he?
And he did,
Hal Frauds.
Hal Frauds, yes. And
I hate them fuckers.
Well, the main reason being is the stereo in my car is fucking shit.
Aye.
It's one of these like generic rubbish horrible Nissan things. The buttons are all, you got to really push them hard, and they hurt your finger when you push them because they're so shit, you know. So I thought there's space in there for like a double din, you know, bigger Bluetooth type thing where I can play my phone, songs on my phone and stuff, and blah blah. So he says, the great stereo here. This one's ideal for you, sir. It'll fit in. Yep, no problem at all. We can get that out there and we can fit in this. We'll have to get a wiring loom, which is like, well, I don't know, but maybe about 14 quid for example. Maybe that. And we'll have to get a fascia, a plastic fascia. Now this fascia, he showed me a photograph on his computer. Now it's maybe about a centimetre thick all the way around.
Aye.
It's basically a rectangular bit of plastic.
Yeah, just so it takes up the double din space sort of thing.
Yes, aye. It surrounds the face of the fucking... So
40 quid.
So you think 40 quid, Pink. What do you think, Maynard?
I can't see it being more than 25, 30 quid max.
So you would think so, wouldn't you? Because, you know, it's basically just a bit of fucking rectangular plastic.
Yeah.
£74
fucking what?
To buy a fascia for... I was stunned. I even said to the guy, what the fuck? And he went,
probably
you know what, mate?
The fucking stereo.
I'm telling you.
Fucking hell.
Even the guy was like, fuck that. You know? This is the guy working there. £74 for a rectangular bit of plastic.
Oh, no.
You can take that and stick it right up your ass, sir.
No. You need... Oh, I can't really say on the show where you should go to, but there's... before I go to that, I'll tell you a place to go. It's a decent place, actually. I used to do a lot of business with them.
Okay.
It's up on the Langstracht.
We'll talk after the show.
Yeah, we'll talk after the show before I fucking name bomb again.
But the thing is, though, everything's getting so expensive.
It fucking is.
I mean, pints, if you want a pint of beer now in town, on a weekend, you're paying nearly £5.
Well, I was going to say, I wouldn't dream of going to a bar. If I'm buying 2 drinks, I won't pitch up to the bar with anything less than a tenner in my pocket and feel confident. And if it's a cocktail or something, fuck that.
Oh,
you better make sure it's a purple note you've got in your hand there.
Exactly.
Fuck that noise.
Now, Sparky and I both enjoy a wee cocktail, but not at those prices. Fuck
that idea.
It's ridiculous. I mean, your pints are nearly a £5 a piece. Your Mars bars are getting smaller, but dearer. You know?
And this is what fucking gripped on my conkers this week. I bought a bar of chocolate at work. Now it's out the machine, so it's only 40p. So I was okay with that.
Yeah.
Now open up said bar of chocolate for some chocolatey goodness, and it said new fucking shape. I'm thinking, I'm intrigued. I want to see what's going on here. Yeah, it's a new shape, but the fuckers have taken the corners off it, so it's still the same price, but they've taken the corners off it, so it's cheaper and it's smaller now as well.
It's just
fucks.
And in even more devastating news, you won't believe this shit. This was passed on to me today by the Phraze, and I don't know, but I'm kind of gutted. But in more devastating news, the comic book The Dandy, it prints its last issue tomorrow, seemingly. And that's it, done.
I thought that ended ages ago. No,
not from what I can gather. The Dandy, of course, the home of Desperate Dan,
exactly,
is getting shut down.
I must admit, I thought that ended about a couple of years ago.
Oh,
fucking! But to be fair, do kids still read comics or now?
I don't know. I mean, it's all online now, isn't it? Really, as well.
Because I used to buy fucking Wizard and Chips and all that sort of shit, and I used to love that.
I used to buy Commando and Wizard and Chips.
Wizard and Chips.
The Beano, the Dandy.
Looking. When I got older, I progressed to Looking.
Oh, look! Wasn't that a girls' one?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Are you sure?
No, it wasn't. It was.
I thought Looking was a girls' one.
No, it was like what was like Looking like? It was like.
Was that the one that gave you the occasional kind of free floppy single?
Yeah.
Like you get like a vinyl single, but they're like floppy ones. I bought that as well, because I got like a 5-star single.
That's right. I got that. Fucking rain or shine. Always
the one. And it was bendy. I thought, this is awesome. A bendy record.
It was. Fucking Looking with it.
Hell, man.
It was a bit like Smash Hits, but shit.
Yeah, that's
what it was
right.
like.
Yeah. Smash Hits. I used to get that as well occasionally.
Yeah, I did for all the lyrics.
Comics in school it was excellent. It was a ready-made weapon. Is that if you remember, if you take it from the spine and folded it up really tight, it was just like basically having a tonfa stick. He's got a point, actually. He does. There's people in the chat room saying they used to buy the Bunty Sugar magazine.
Fucking hell. Transformers, that's another one I used to buy. That used to be fucking awesome magazine.
There's somebody here, though, called Atsakiddy, who's written about... where's it now? I've lost it because the screen's moved. It's for fuck's sake. Basically said that Luca magazine was for women.
No, you're wrong, Atsakiddy. Whatever it is, you're wrong. Although, to be fair, you did buy Wizard and Chips, so I'll let you off with that one. 2000 AD. I loved that, of course, as well. I never got into that one.
Oh, I did.
I had Commando, I had Looking, Wizard and Chips, Dandy. There was another one as well. I can't remember what the fuck it was. Core. It was called Core. It was a shit version of Wizard and Chips.
Oh,
but it was fucking ace.
Kind of good, to be honest.
You never get. Kids are pretty much. They're fucked these days. They don't have anything like
that.
They're
fucked.
They're fucked. I mean, what have they got with the fancy iPads and the fucking
the one thing we've not mentioned, which is a quality comic, Viz.
Oh, yes.
But the thing is, to be fair, if you were going back to that now, if you're going back to your black and white TV, your 3 channels, 4 eventually as well, then possibly 5.
Yeah, your 4 channels plus Fuzzy 5.
That's plus Fuzzy 5, that's right.
Fucking hell.
You go back to your Beano, your Dandy, your Urwilly.
Yeah.
You're the Bruins, as well, of course. Would you go back to that, or would you stay down with your iPods, your iPhones, your Xboxes?
Go back to that shit. No chance. Do you know what I mean? You're playing your computer games, and computer games back then were shit. Okay, take the nostalgia factor out. They were shit. It was just a man was like 4 blocks, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like I'm going home at Christmas, and I do this every year. I think, I can't wait to play my old Sega Mega Drive. And I've still got FIFA 95, and I'm thinking, I can't wait to play it.
Loved that game,
and it's basic as fuck.
It's terrible.
You cannot score a goal from anywhere apart from 3 areas. And that's it. If you hit that ball from that area, bang, it's going in.
There was a guaranteed goal. Yes, I know what you're on about.
Without
exactly.
fail.
I was the same. I was a big fan of I had my Mega Drive. I had my Nintendo as well. Before that, I had my Commodore 16 because Mum was too cheap to buy my 64, so I got the 16. But the 16 was terrible.
My mum knew I was going to be big and all, so I did get the 64.
Oh, damn it.
The 16.
I've still got the 64.
I still got mine as well, but the 16, fucking hell, mate.
I've still got my Amiga somewhere as well, which is fucking awesome. But
I got an Atari ST instead, and there was only about 4 games out for that, and that was it. Fucking C16.
Hey, listen, I still remember Tin Can Alley.
Oh, okay, now. Gentlemen, before we move on, I want to make a quick phone call here to
Grave?
To who, sorry? A phone call to the Grave, basically. If we can get them to answer. We are phoning to the Beyond, Maynard.
Yeah? Oh.
Yes, we are phoning to Beyond.
Now then.
Zombie Savile! Zombie Savile, sir, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm still here in the grave, you know, rotting away and looking at my fingers again and thinking of all the dirty things I've done with them.
Right, okay. Zombie Savile, we have a couple of emails that we'd like to throw your way from listeners who've submitted wee questions for you, if they will.
Oh, now then. Oh, bring them on.
Okay, well, we've got an email from a listener called Bobby Stevenson, who says, Dear Zombie Savile, I was molested by a zealous celebrity when I was younger, who shall remain unnamed for now. And I'd like to ask this. He bought me a bike to buy my silence, a rally grifter too, pretty awesome. What would you... I used to have one of those.
Yeah.
What would you buy an impression like me at 10 years old to keep me quiet? I think I got a bum deal there.
I see what you did.
I see what you did there. So Zombie Savile... to buy young Bobby's silence, what would you buy him to outperform the rally grifter?
Well then, young Bobby. Oh, now, Zedless celebrities are old hat fingering a young twat. He gave you a grifter. I gave someone a grifter once. Just as they were about to sit down, you see, I whipped off the seat and put my finger in place. Now, that was a photo shoot I am not going to forget in a hurry.
Oh, man.
Right.
I'd like to say, young man, Mr. Stevenson, as you were, I'd like to say that you didn't get a bum deal because you had not met the Savile at the time, because otherwise you would get a more like a deal with a bumming.
Can I just cut in with a sort of a similar theme thing here, seeing as Zombie Savile is on?
Okay.
I was watching a quiz program today, and inadvertently, the woman answering the question said something that made me just about fall off my chair laughing. She was asked the question, which 80s pop star's autobiography is called Stand and Deliver? Now, she gave a bit of a wrong answer. So I'd like to ask Zombie Savile, what would your answer be to that?
That would be, young man, Adam and the Ants.
That would be the correct answer. She said, Gary Glitter.
How could you mix that up?
How could you?
Now then, you see, I mean, Mr. Gad, as we know him, he's actually, well, used to be, whilst I was alive and not rotting here in the grave, he used to be a very good friend of mine, you see, before he moved away, and he didn't even have the common courtesy to shit on my grave.
I believe you were in a 70s band with him that did a bit of fiddling.
I've been a lot of things, young man. I have been a very lot of things, as may you well have heard through the press that is going around at the moment, you see. I used to be a wrestler, you see, a disc jockey, as you may well know, a presenter of Top of the Pops, and a concert pianist. However, I have not had very much success with the concert pianist thing because I was only managing to finger the minors.
Oh, fucking hell.
Right, so moving on, we've got an email from...
What, have we lost him?
No, he's still there. We've got an email, Mr. Zombie Savile, from a guy or girl called Rotten Cotton. And they say, Hey, Zombie Savile, you dirty, horrible, back from the grave, alleged child rapist bastard. I know some horrible things have come out about you in the press recently, but I would like to know one thing. Why the fuck didn't you take the time to reply to my letter, wanting you to fix it for me? I understand you were busy doing unspeakable things to bedridden kids in hospital, but you could have at least let me play Conkers with Burt Reynolds even just once. So, Mr. Savile...
Burt Reynolds, you say? Oh, lovely moustache, young man. Lovely moustache. No fucking hair whatsoever. But anyway, in reply to Rotten Cotton, are you any relation to Fern Cotton? Because, I mean, she was lovely, you know. Lovely, before she got onto the Radio 1. But that was back in the 80s when she was approximately 12 years old.
We're going to get in so much fun.
It's coming.
We're on. I swear, if there's ever a governing body for podcasts or Ustream, if ever could you imagine a Ustream director went, oh, you know what? I'm going to browse the live shows tonight and see what's on the go. And here's this shit. You must be permanently in fear of getting the knock on your door with men in suits. I really am. I'm in fear of getting that big envelope saying, you're offline.
Anyway, the DHB. Oh, now then. I would like to further reply to Rotten Cotton. I went a little bit off on a tangent there, you see, because I've not actually had much action down here. You know, all I've got right above me is now a little hole, you see, that only has a little bit of hair around it. And, you know, I mean, normally I would have liked such a thing, but I'm down here buried at 45 degrees, and, well...
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, so, Zombie Savile, we're going to let you go and we're going to move on, but it's been an absolute pleasure as always. And folks...
Mr. Rotten Cotton, I say. Mr. Rotten Cotton. No, now then.
Oh, sorry.
Listen. He would like to know why I didn't reply to his letter.
Oh,
now,
right.
The thing is, because, I mean, at the time of going to press, Burt Reynolds was playing with somebody else's conkers. Now, that is the reason why I could not reply to you in time, young man.
Right, okay. Zombie Savile, of course, folks, if you want to ask Zombie Savile any questions, you can email us using our contact button on our website, dhbradio.com. Feel free to email your questions in or even leave us a voicemail, 0131 2081 364. Leave us a voicemail on our doghouse line. And a voicemail for Zombie Savile.
Or even hook him up on Facebook, because Zombie Savile now has a Facebook page.
Oh, has he really? Oh, brilliant. So
that's right, young man. That is right, Mr. Pink, sir. Marvellous. Lovely. We have facebook.com/Zombie Savile. And I have been conversing with my friend down here, Mr. Cyril Smith. And he has lost a considerable amount of weight, you see.
Holy shit.
And unfortunately, the weight has now got the better of him. And, my God, he's a dirty cunt.
Fucking hell, you can't say that. Allegedly. So I've just checked facebook.com/Zombie Savile, and no page exists. What am I missing here?
You are spelling it with 2 L's, sir.
That's
one L for Savile.
Is it really? Oh, okay. I fucked up. Okay. I thought it was 2 L's. There he is. Wise up. Fucking hell. Oh, dear.
I would like to say that the night crawlers are now coming in, you see, through the side of my grave. So I need to hang up right now because otherwise my signal is going to go.
No problem. So
and
folks,
that will not be any good for me contacting the DH.
He's gone. Fuck's sake. Oh,
fucking hell. You're definitely going to be getting the knock soon, mate.
I'm telling you, it's... if ever we've pushed a fucking boundary. I'm looking now at his Facebook page and holy shit, it's just... It's fucked up, Maynard. It really is. Of course, he spelled it Savile. I thought Savile had 2 L's.
I thought it was 2 as well.
I thought it was 2, but it's Zombie space Zombie Savile, one word. Savile. He's also seemingly on Twitter at Zombie Savile, spelled the same way again with 1 L. Holy shit.
Fuck.
You can leave questions, folks, for Mr. Savile on his Facebook page or on the DHB Facebook page, facebook.com/dogisbastards.
I'm wondering if we should take little wagers as to how long Zombie Savile will still be in existence on Facebook. I'm reckoning if he gets to the weekend, he's done well.
Yeah.
I can't see him being there for long.
No chance.
I can see him maybe surviving on Twitter for a while, but
Yeah.
I think on Facebook, the job's fucked. If
I was going to say, if he makes it to this time next week, I'll be very surprised.
fucking
No way. Wow.
oh,
Where do you go from there?
where do we go from here? It's So anyway, Pink, we haven't really covered your week things. How's things been with you, Paul?
Well,
Apart from
we can
horrified.
gloss over my weekend because it was just Friday night was just a bit of chaos. It was non-stop in my venue. The people were leaving just as quick as they could come in, not of their own choice. So it was an interesting Friday night, to be fair. But I'll just gloss over it. It was just chaos. And then Saturday night was absolutely dead.
Really?
I mean, honestly, it was Tumbleweed City.
That's strange, because
When
normally
I
it's the
got pizza
reverse.
and sat there naked in the venue because there was just fuck all happening. And that's about it, really. My week's pretty quiet. I've got quite a dull life just now as well, you know.
Before the show, you were saying you were content heavy.
I am news story.
Oh, news
content.
story heavy.
I could go into it, but what's the point in me going into chucking folk out and all that? It's pretty boring. It's mundane. It's the same old shit. People getting pissed at Christmas, calling me a fucking faggot. Now, admittedly, that happens during the day. They don't need to be drunk for that to happen. But I then have the autonomy to chuck them out.
There's a clip as well that I've got on my phone. That I haven't put I'm not trying to put it on my computer yet as well. That I recorded the weekend of two wonderful young ladies that were in our venue, who big fans of the DHB.
Yeah.
And I've got them on video and as an audio recording as well of their thoughts about Maynard and Mr. Pink.
Oh, okay.
So what I'll do is in fact, you know what I'll do? In fact, I'll see if we can play it through my microphone.
Yeah, play that shit.
See if we can hear it through my. Oh, my phone's turned off. I'll turn it on while we're speaking. so yeah, they came by as well, and we're speaking about the show. And one lives in London, and came up from London for the weekend to visit family and friends.
Yeah.
Came by. Oh, we love the show. Oh my god, brilliant show. Love it. Blah blah. Oh, Maynard and Pink and everyone else. So I said, look, before you go, do you mind if I record? Your thoughts on these guys, and they seemed more than keen.
I'm worried now, actually.
If I can get this to play through my microphone, let's try this. Let's try this shit. It's worth a shot. Stand by. This is riveting stuff for the show, isn't it? Really. Let's try this.
He does the fucking Gango, but he also does the Star Wars music. Star Wars around it.
It's close enough, though.
Close enough. Oh, really? He has his own.
So you love Maynard.
I do love Maynard.
Loves Maynard. And how do you feel about Mr. Pink?
He's a cunt.
Loves Maynard, but Pink's a cunt.
The weekend I'm not out in town.
And and beautiful. Aye? Oh my goodness, Maynard. My goodness. Damn it. If only I were.
We know what women like though. They don't like the nice guy. They like the bad boy.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, let's move on to the news.
Fuck you, people. Here's the headlines on the DHB News.
Okay, Pink, you fire away.
Right. Now, the headline is this. You can't flog tackle like that.
Right.
Now, there is a man that's opened up a fishing supplies shop. Now, Maynard, Mr. Puntastic, what is the shop called?
Well, give us more background here so we can build a profile. So,
right, well, it's a chap here called, it just says Stephen Guthrie. He has opened up a shop for fishing tackle, and he's been told he has to change the name because he's using a risque title.
Oh, right.
And he was stunned when officers turned up at the store following complaints from neighbours.
Hookers?
Shop. It's all about fishing tackle and whatnot.
Yeah.
Maynard, what's the shop called?
It's got to be something like Touch My Tackle or something like that, or fucking
Grab My Tackle.
Yeah.
Hookers.
Yeah, hookers. That'd
Something
be a
like
good
that, I don't know.
Something. I'm thinking something
bad,
tackle.
actually.
I think.
No, his shop is called Master Baits.
Huh? I don't get it.
Master Bates.
I know.
Oh,
I know what that
Bates,
means.
B-A-I-T-S.
Ah, okay.
He's thrown the Z.
Oh, he's got a Z there, sorry.
To be edgy and street.
To be edgy, yes, to be in with the kids.
Aye, kids with the
Zombie
Z.
Savile. So, Master Bates, he's been told to
Fuck's
change
sake.
Why would you do that to your shop?
Why would you fucking... Can you imagine fucking writing a checkout to Master
It's a stroke of
Bates?
PR genius because they came in, the officers came in and they said they'd had complaints and all that. And he just laughed and they said it wasn't a joke, but the name was derogatory. They said it could constitute a breach of the peace. But the council have kind of said, well, there's not a lot we can do and whatnot. He's in the paper, his shop's getting loads of PR and all that. So, stroke of genius.
In all fairness as well, it's not a swear word or anything. It's not derogatory.
No.
It's like saying I need to go to the toilet. It's a human function.
True,
and
true.
It's spelt as Bates, as in Bates tackles. So yeah, fair play, fella. Fucking knock yourself out.
So, gentlemen, exciting news.
What's that then?
Now, are you braced?
I'm holding up my table and everything.
You will need to hold on with your feet, your teeth, and everything else. Your whatever you have to grab on with, grab on with.
Holding on to my
clench,
pants and everything.
Get the ass cheeks to clench the seat because this will knock your socks off.
Go on.
Our good friends in North Korea, scientists there have discovered. Wait for it.
Yeah.
That unicorns were real.
Fox.
I'm as stunned as you are.
Hell.
Stunned as you are. They claim that they found a unicorn lair not far from Pyongyang, which was once used by an ancient Korean king. Now, they said that the archaeologists in North Korea, they made the discovery when they spotted a rectangular rock carved with the words unicorn lair. 200 meters. 200 meters.
Was it just beside McDonald's?
Oh no! It was seemingly only 200 meters from the city's Yongmyong temple.
Fucking wise up.
Unicorn lair. So the report quotes Joe Hui Sung, director of North Korea's History Institute, explaining how to find tallies with information in history books from the 16th century. He says, Korea's history books deal with a unicorn considered to be ridden by King Tongmyong and its lair. The temple served as a relief palace for King Tongmyong, in which there is the lair of his unicorn.
Fucking wise up.
If you can trust anybody, it's the North Koreans.
Yeah, fucking. You just know that their government, they don't fuck the people about it.
They don't fuck about at all.
In fact, I'm saying nothing more on the subject because I don't want to see red fucking dot as I'm driving home tonight.
I mean, memorably, in fact, remember Kim Jong-il, who's now dead?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, according to the North Korean intelligence agency, they claimed that he shot a 38 under par round of golf, including 11 holes in one, on his first and only attempt at the sport.
That's perfectly feasible.
It's perfectly feasible. You know,
hell.
His official biography of Kim Jong-il stated that his birth in the Baekdu Mountains was prophesied by a swallow and heralded with a double rainbow and a new star in the heavens.
Fuck's it. Thing is, though, the people over there take it in like fucking soup as well. They're like, it's true, honestly. It says in the papers, look.
But the best thing was, I remember a while back as well, though, they did a thing where Kim Jong-il had professed that he'd invented a whole new food source that would cure his his country's starvation problems, and he called it the double bread with meat, which to me is a fucking hamburger. I don't know if that's just maybe me, but double bread with meat. I mean, do the fucking maths, Maynard. I don't even fucking know.
That's unlike the Jimmy Savile food source, which was meat and double veg.
That's fucking ridiculous.
So moving on.
I fucking. The thing is, I love fucking country leaders like that are a bit fucking wonky in the head. I'm glad we don't have one.
Oh, thank God.
But I look at him and think, you're actually all right, you fella. I like him when they come out with these fucking. He wasn't wrong, and the likes of Gaddafi and that. He's fucking never been in the army, never fucking shot a gun in. Never shot a gun in. He's a bit of a wrong, but it was good to his mum, apparently. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But fucking never shot a gun in his life or anything. Fucking balls out with all these fucking medals and everything on his top. You're thinking, how are you a colonel? What the fuck? At least Colonel
Give him his
Sanders
dues.
fucking had a
Gave himself tons of
what I mean?
medals.
Yeah.
Love it. Brilliant.
Mate, that's how I'd probably be when I fucking rule the world. after 21st of December when it all goes wrong. Fucking that's how I'll be. Colonel Maynard.
That's when we institute Maynard's Law.
More like fucking Colonel Abrahams. Fucking hell.
So, Pink, what about you? Any more stories to throw our way?
Right, I've got the next story I've got here. It's a short one, right, but we can spin it out a little bit. Now, this doesn't really affect Maynard, because let's face it, I would imagine he gets a hard-on like kryptonite.
Fucking hell.
Right.
You could put a hole in concrete sometimes.
But you're average. But now, you see, as you're getting a wee bit older, keeping it up is a problem, you know? I mean, let's face it, there's lots of women out there like Big Lars. Now, you've got here, it says, scientists have discovered a Viagra-like ingredient which boosts men's sexual performance in chocolate.
Right.
The coca bean extract, flavanol, is believed to enhance blood flow to private parts, but modern chocolate only has trace levels.
Ooh.
Now, a Swiss firm, Barry Callebaut, plans to use it commercially. Chocolate expert Angus Kennedy said, if it's cleared for use, this could see men swap pills for hot chocolate.
Holy shit.
Fucking hell.
So we could forego the Viagra type headaches. Not that I would know, of course. I don't know the stuff, of course. Allegedly, what I've heard. Come on,
Well, when
Gran,
you think about it, when you're, if you, I mean, not that anyone would ever do such a thing, but if you want to play, a joke on your pal,
I don't know anybody
plopping a
sells
wee bit of
those-
chocolate
sells
into
that
the old
shit for
coffee is far easier than dropping the old blue tablet in. Not that anyone would do ever such a thing.
No.
Fucking hell.
That's for losers.
I've never tried that shit.
Yes. Not us fucking titans.
I've never even tried that shit in my life, ever.
No, neither have I. No, wouldn't touch it. No, because you don't know what's in it, Maynard. Who knows? I mean, allegedly, you do get a thing like a fucking baby's arm holding an apple. A thing like Frank Bruno's leg, but allegedly only.
Hard on like Nelson's
I mean,
cock.
a more sensible man would have taken one maybe during a cock mold, but that would be a sensible man. Not me, perhaps.
Aye, maybe it want to come out like a thing, fucking a mold from the Channel Tunnel or
I
something
should
like
have thought
that.
of that, actually. I should have thought, boom, get the pills in.
I've never seen a thing like it. I was like, the fuck's going on? Then you've got the fucking vibrator coming out the side of it. And
I
I'm
know,
like, the fuck?
it was a bit of an abortion, wasn't it? To be fair? Didn't really work too
I
well.
still have nightmares about that shit at night. It reminded me of, you ever seen that film Critters where you've got them fucking big things fucking coming out the floor and that? That's what it was like. I was like, oh, get out of here.
More like the film Tremors,
Tremors, that's
Tremors, there you go. Man blinded by vodka has sight saved by bottle of whiskey.
Aye?
Yes. It's a man, a New Zealand man who, what it was he's 65 years old, he's got diabetes.
Uh-huh.
But somebody gave him a gift of a bottle of vodka. So he had a couple of vodkas out of this. Oh, I'll give it a try. Couple of shots of vodka. Within an hour, blind. Boom, blind. Oh, can't see this. Blind. So he went to hospital with this. I can't see. I'm blind. Oh, I'm blind, PJ. I'm blind. What's that from? What's that from?
Bite Grove.
Bike Grove. I'm blind, PJ. I'm blind. He's
Spooky. What's going on?
So they rushed him to Taranaki Base Hospital, where they thought he may have had formaldehyde poisoning, which is seemingly linked with ingesting methanol and can be treated by administering ethanol.
Huh?
So, basically what they do is they then because they had no ethanol in the building, so they sent a guy out to the shop to buy some whiskey. The guy comes back with some, I think it was Johnny Walker Black Label, and they feed it directly into his stomach.
Fuck.
So the methanol was counteracted by the ethanol, and he's sinking, like 3 years later, sinking back again.
Holy shit.
So if you ever go blind drinking vodka, then just pour some whiskey in your neck, basically.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that shit even worked.
Not madness. So, Pink, what about you?
Next story.
Yes.
19-year wife was a fella.
Oh, I read about this, yes.
Now, a husband is told of his horror after learning that his wife of 19 years used to be a bloke. The man, named only as Jan, which is ironic, had no idea that Monica had a sex change op until a cousin told him. Jan, 64, of Antwerp, Belgium, said, "I never noticed anything. She was all woman. Although, and this is the clincher, Not great at cleaning and ironing.
Right. There's your clue right there.
There's your clues right there.
Aye.
And probably could reverse park as well. That would have been the key clincher.
And had a fair pair of guns on her.
That's it.
Fucking hell.
A deeper voice than me.
Aye.
Hi, honey, I'm home.
Well, exactly. The old Adam's apple would have been the fucking clincher as well. All right, love, I'll just put this necklace around. Wait a minute, why is it fucking stuck underneath your chin?
Sorry, I just thought it was a large clitoris. I didn't know.
I've been swallowed with Werther's Originals. One's got stuck. Yeah. Sorry, so... Is that everything?
That's it.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's a short one.
On a similar kind of man and wife story, Maynard, imagine if you will, right? You're with the wife.
Yeah.
And, well, as you were, of course, you're with the wife.
as I've been before.
And she keeps refusing sex.
See ya.
And, well, no.
See ya. See ya. Story's over, sorry. Fucking bye. Imagine. Bye. Don't talk to me. There's only one other
See
saying
that
I'd
fucking
say.
3 foot by 6'6" thing in the wall.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out.
I'm going to put you in the shoes of Fred Thomas from Cushing, Maine, who's 62 years old, and his wife has been denying him sex. He...
Fucking hell.
It seemingly things got so bad, he even said, look, I'll give you $20 just to get on it. And she went, wise up, you bastard. I'm like, none of that carry on to me. Away and have a wank. So he then starts beating her about the face with his penis. Boom, 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 right?
Or from the other side of the room.
This is where it gets fucking bad. Seemingly...
I'm laughing because that's the sort of shit I would do.
Yeah.
So have some of that.
Have some of that, you bastard, you.
Like that.
But seemingly his defence is that Thomas... That's it. Seemingly his defence was he was upset because the marriage was coming to an end because they were married for 39 years.
Yeah.
But then she had met a man online from Pakistan.
Yeah.
And she was planning to go over there to meet her Pakistani lover.
Fucking
you see.
hell, man.
So he was furious because not only was he getting none, she was leaving from a man in another country.
Yeah.
And he started smuggling the hip with his penis. So now,
what was the man overseas called? Is it like fucking Bobby Charlton or any of these fucking names that they get in the old call centers?
Yes, Hamish. So imagine if you will, Maynard. Now you're the judge.
Yeah.
I'm not going to enforce Maynard's law here. It's a regular judge, and this case comes in front of you.
Yeah.
And so the prosecution says, like, this man here, vicious assault, penis, face. She may have lost teeth. We don't know.
Yeah.
She's got pink eye. What would you say would be a suitable punishment?
I would actually fucking... First of all, that's... I blame her for this, to be honest with you.
Right.
Because fucking... If you're not putting out, get out. It's as simple as that. Fucking... You can't be married to someone and not be up to no good.
And not getting
I'm sorry,
none.
no. Fucking that don't fly in my book. Secondly... I actually find it quite amusing the boy fucking hit her with his knob because it's the sort of nonsense I would probably do. I'd be like, hey, fucking, she's sleeping. I'd be like, oh, hey, wake up. Hey, you like that? See what you're missing?
Like that.
See what you're missing, eh?
But the thing is, though, Maynard, she'd be in the bedroom and you'd be in the bathroom.
Now, can you imagine this judge jailed the guy for 5 days
Fuck it. Why would you jail someone for 5 days?
for hitting her with a penis?
It's neither here nor there, jailing someone for 5 days. It's a mere inconvenience. You could just take time off work to go, couldn't you?
Oh, it's just
fucking nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Just don't
You
waste
could
my
tell
time.
your friends you're having a short breakaway seeing
Yeah.
family. 5
Fucking
days
5
is fucking
days.
nothing. That's a rest.
Aye, mind you, watch this. Fucking, I'll get arrested for 5 days.
Oh.
I'll be like that. With my cup against the bars. Grrr, grrr,
You weren't there, man. You don't know. Hugging your knees.
Free the Aberdeen 1 t-shirt printed up and everything.
Oh, I'm totally on that. Merchandise ahoy. Store section updated. New t-shirts. Free the Aberdeen one.
People outside with candles.
Or the candle app on their phone. Waving it around. So, Pink, what about you? Any more stories?
Yeah, we've got one here now. Now, the largest kidney stones most doctors ever get to see is the size of a golf ball.
Oh.
Now, so surgeons in Hungary were taken aback when they removed a stone the size of a coconut from a man earlier today.
Oh.
Sandor Caddy underwent an abdominal operation in Debrecen, 150 miles east of Budapest.
Sorry, what was
after
his name
doctors
again?
discovered he had a kidney
What was
stone
his name,
inside him
sorry?
that was 17 centimeters in diameter.
What was his name again?
Sandor Sarkady.
Okay. That's the best part of the story.
Spoken like a true
Mr.
native.
In fact, they've then changed it to Sardaki.
Oh.
Was rushed into an operation theatre in Knez Guyla Hospital when an X-ray revealed he was carrying around the gigantic lump.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Now, once they removed this bad boy, it weighed 2.48 pounds.
Holy shit. Now, speaking of kidney stones, I've just called the Coops.
Yeah.
Coops, are you there?
I'm here.
Coops, how are you doing?
I'm fucking shite.
Now, I had to call you for this news story because Pink just told a story there about a guy with a massive kidney stone. Now, Coops has been in agony since, I believe, maybe Friday, Saturday? Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. Now, Coops has been in agony because, I mean, absolute tears agony, you see. Went to the hospital and Coops, tell the story. What happened to you there?
Yeah, well, I was out on Friday night with my chum, and we were around at hers having some wine and stuff. So I woke up the next day, and a bit of a sore back and a bit of a sore tummy, but I thought, okay, it's just because I was hammered last night. So I went out to do an Ansomers party on the Saturday night, doped up in Nurofen, and I was like, oh, I still don't feel too good. Saturday night I got home, I was actually screaming in agony. I've got quite a high pain threshold. I was crying my eyes out. I was screaming. I was like, oh my God, I want to die. I actually wanted to die. It was so fucking painful.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck that idea.
That's so you've gone to the GP, or the hospital, sorry.
Yeah, I went to the hospital. They said I had to piss in a pot. And they said, yeah, it's suspected kidney stones, but I might be able to pass them myself, so they sent me back home with painkillers. There's no way that was working, so I ended up going back to the hospital again, getting stronger painkillers, and they're wanting me to see if I can pass them myself. So
oh, no.
I can't wait. I'm so excited to be pissing stones.
Oh.
How are you going to know if you've passed it, though? Do you have to, like, pee in a sieve or something?
No, you can actually feel a pain moving down. Like, it was in my back before, obviously, where my kidneys were.
Yeah.
But obviously, with it moving down, I can feel it moving down. Like, every time I go to the toilet, it moves down that little bit more and that little bit more. So we're kind of above the kind of groin area now, so I'm hoping I'm going to pass them in the next day or two.
No.
It's just fucking agony. Plus, another thing a doctor said to me as well, now, because it's your kidneys, you might feel a bit emotional and a bit teary. And I was like, what, like a woman? Basically, yeah, that's what he's like, you're going to feel really teary and really emotional. And I cried. What did I cry at tonight? I can't remember what I cried at, but it was something so stupid.
Brilliant.
I think I dropped a plate or something. I was like, oh my God, I dropped a plate. I hate my life.
Now, Cooper, are you absolutely sure it's stones?
It is stones.
It's not like a fucking dried up condom with some fucking old spunk in it.
Come on.
You need to have sex to fucking have condoms inside me. I've not had it in fucking ages.
Now, Big Lore's Chatham, of course, Big Lore's is a nurse.
Yeah.
And she says she's seen some weird stones at work, kidney and gallstones. She goes, sometimes they're spiky.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, don't say that.
Holy moly. Now listen, Coops, I've got a solution for you. Now, I've got a Dyson here that's got a fair sook in it. Like, we just prop it against you and put the hooer on high. Right?
I'm not joking. I swear to God, the pain has been that bad that actually sounds like a fucking awesome idea.
I'm telling you, I'm there for you.
Fucking
Thank you.
When I get the car back, I'm straight out towards you. I'll tell you, that's a deal.
Kidneys out.
So we had
livers
to
come
phone you.
out.
We had to phone you, of course, for that kidney stone story. Do you want to hang on the line for the rest of the show, or what do you think?
Totally.
Holy brilliant! Well,
You're not going to
Only
start
if I need to go
fucking
piss,
moaning
though.
and fucking whining, are you?
wait, go and piss and tell us if you see any stone or feel any stones.
No, that's what I'm saying. If I need to piss, I'll maybe. Do you want me to hang up on you, or do you want me to take you with me to keep you updated?
Yeah, you got to go with you. It's
Yeah.
fucking hear the Niagara Falls happening.
Take us with you, so we can hear and let us hear the piss as well. So, so I can put it in the bank. So we've got now.
Hear the drop or like a couple of fucking Viagra's at a party at Scott's.
I've got two stories here that I'm going to combine into one. And if you're not as horribly offended as I am, then get the fuck off my show right now. Because
Fucking hell.
now here's one about a girl, a little baby new girl. Her surname's Jameson, but can you guess what they've called her? What her first name is? They've called her hashtag.
Fucking stupid.
What?
They said her name's hashtag Johnson. And they've announced this on Facebook, right? What her name is. Now it doesn't say who the parents were, but it says hashtag. It's written like a spastic as well. So it's obviously fucking really poorly fucking illiterate, educated cunts. And it says hashtag Jameson was born at 10 o'clock last night. NITE. She weighs WEYS 8 pounds, and I love. Lowercase I, LUV, her so much, 15 exclamation marks. Fucking hell.
You know what annoys me
Someone's
most?
replied, "Oh, babes, you finally had your Tweety bird." What the fuck? Hashtag. But it gets worse, though. And the other story as well, you know how obviously people follow trends with naming their kids?
Yeah.
And every year you hear about new names getting
Aye.
given to kids, and I mean, for a while there, of course, there was a craze for calling your kids like Romeo.
Yeah, and Kylie as well.
And
That was a while
Kylie,
back,
of course, well. Chantel.
The thing is, though, if you name your kid Romeo, you're fucking
Chardonnay.
There's a lot of expectation naming your kid Romeo.
Shaniqua.
There's a lot of expectation.
Moesha. Nene.
So we've now got. But get this though. In the popular names list of 2012, there's 3 new entries. There's Apple, there's Mac, and there's Siri. People are calling their child Siri after the Apple iPhone assistant.
What is wrong with
How
people?
fucking romantic.
Honest to fuck. I mean, Apple. I mean, who was it celebrity-wise that called their kid? It was Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin. That's right. Called their kid Apple. And Mac. Okay, Mac can be a boy's name in a way. It's fine. But Siri.
I can get by with Mac. I don't mind. Yeah, Mac's fair enough. In fact, my mate's dog's called Mac, so I can get around with that. But
yeah.
Fucking Apple. Fucking wise up.
That's ridiculous.
Fucking stupid. See, because back when we were young, no one was called fucking Commodore 16 or fucking ZX Spectrum.
No, or fucking Sinclair C5. Can you imagine that? But do these people not realise that?
Getting back onto the hashtag thing, right? Guaranteed when Steve read that story, I bet he was thinking, I wonder if they'd maybe give her the middle name of Just Saying.
I mean, Northern Monkeys and Charmer brings up one as well that I saw before as well, was someone who had been named Leah, but it was Lee with a dash and then A-H, right? And it was pronounced Ladasha. Yeah. Right? But why would you... You had to say the dash parts. It was Ladasha.
Just people
are just... Fuck?
That's just idiots having kids. That's what that is.
Idiots having kids. But, I don't know. I mean, it's just me. Maybe it's me getting old and grumpy, but it just seems that this generation coming through now are just fuckwits.
No one has names like fucking Richard or Scott anymore. If someone is called Richard, it's fucking R.I. Chad, like I took the piss the other week.
Yes, exactly.
Fucking nailed on. The day I see someone call that, I'll be like, no, I don't think so.
It's fucking nonsense.
It's like, I need to watch what I say here, because I'm quite joke. My brother called his son Xander. It's a cool name. Nothing wrong with that.
Cool name, yeah.
But to me, when the fuck did Xander become short for Alexander? It's like fucking saying my name's Vid and it's short for David. No, it's not. It's fucking means nothing.
Or there's the crazy course of giving your, which I'm fully behind this. You give your name like a child, like a kind of a historic name, a name from your nationality. That, like for example, the Phraze.
Yeah.
His Babas have got the spelling of their names are. Spelled in such a way that if you were reading it, you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
But,
it looks like a fucking accident in Countdown.
It does. It looks like you've dropped a Scrabble board, but it works, But no, I mean, fucking hashtag Siri.
Yeah.
People are fucking nuts. Now, Pink, I've got one more story. If you want to jump on my yours first.
No, I am completely done.
Oh, well, I've got one here. By the way, again, can I ask you guys again, and Coops, of course, because she'll love this too, is for you all to grab your chairs and to hold on tight, because this is a fucking game changer.
I'm on it.
Coops, you might want to sit in a pan for this one, because if you don't
I was just going to say, she better not hold on too tight or else you'll be fucking popping stones at her like a cab gun.
There's a new shaving cream on the market. And it is, but get this though, here's the genius. It smells of bacon.
Oh, fuck it.
Maynard's head just fucking blew up. Bacon-scented shaving cream is a work of pure genius.
Fuck.
Oh my god!
So
you can actually use it in your vagina, and your vagina can smell of bacon.
I'll tell you something. Any bird that had that on the old fucking poontang, I'd be fucking chewing on that like I'm chewing leather.
Actually, would you? If you were getting frisky with a lady, and then all of a sudden you go down south and you're like,
and her lady friend smelled the bacon.
Would you honestly fire on in there?
She would have to drag me off it.
You can imagine, right? You had a bird with big hanging fucking flaps on her, right? And then it was her period. And then she had the shaving cream on. You'd be able to tuck in a BLT.
No, people, let me let you understand. There's two things in life I love. Vaginas and bacon. Now, if you put them two together, I'm fucking delighted.
Let me read for you. Let me read for you the press blurb, and I'm going to read this in my best kind of voiceover chap voice. You know,
do that shit.
Listen, before you continue, can I just say I don't see this being a very big seller in the Far East, or sort of the Middle East. Sorry,
that's true.
Fucking hell! Apparently, Dippo says you get bacon lube already.
No,
fucking hell.
Do you know what? I swear, if someone's got bacon smell lathered over the ragoos, I'm on it like a tramp on drop chips. Holy shit!
Oh my god!
With just one use of J&D's bacon shaving cream, you will smell and feel like a champion. We image that this is what Vikings would have used this to mow down their impenetrable force of man-beard. Our rich moisturizers and essential oils ensure a high-performance, smooth-shaven experience. Advanced heat activator aromatic technology lasts for hours and delivers maximum bacon scent when you need it most. With J&D's bacon shaving cream, prepare to be loved, admired, and possibly eaten by bears. I want this in my life now.
I want that shit.
I want this in my life. Internet. This is a call to internet. If you're a listener of my show, if you love me, get me bacon-scented shaving cream. I don't care where it comes from. I don't care how you get it. If you have to rob a fucking wagon in the States, do it. Get me this stuff right now.
Clay,
Can you honestly say you would actually eat out a lassie if she was stinking of bacon?
I would.
You actually would?
I would not come up for air.
Fucking hell, I wouldn't come up for a week now, man.
I would learn to breathe through my fucking ears.
Fucking.
Are you kidding me? A vagina smelling of bacon is better than the fucking normal fish tank.
The thing is, though, the bacon. I was just gonna say the bacon need to be pretty strong to fucking repel the fish smell.
I'd be delighted. I'd be like, fuck. I don't know if I'd like to walk down the street honking of it. You might as well just work in a burger van, to be fair, don't you?
You could just get a greasy bit, from the burger van at end night and slap it all yourself. At least it'd be tasting of bacon as well.
Fucking hell, it's not a bad idea. That. Listen, Darren, there's something I'm quite keen on. Are you up for trying things? What's that, Maynard? It's lube, don't worry. It smells like burgers and bacon. It's some people say that.
Thing is, though, if you're eating her out, would you need a cup of coffee at the same time?
Oh, good point. Good point.
No, the monkeys has said in the chat room it would smell like scampi fries mixed with frazzles.
Oh, right. Scampi fries.
Oh, what time of the month? Cheese moments.
Holy moly. Listen, guys, we're going to move on to the mail section, so I'll ask you all to get yourself into defined voice here. Of course, now Maynard already has an admirer with his singing voice. We had on our Facebook page. Yeah. A listener, of course, said that she'd heard Call Me Maybe on a Ferry. Yeah. And straight away thought of you and I and our beautiful voices, especially your own, of course, bass-driven monstrosity. I mean, beautifulness of a voice.
See, we need to get a Christmas album going.
Christmas album. I think we need to get a DHB Christmas album but my album will be, imagine the background just ting 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 ting, the fucking jingle bells. I'll be like, fuck this shit, fuck that shit, fuck off, die in your fat. Something I hate you. I'll be horrible. So we might do an alternative Christmas album.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
I'll
be like that. Yeah, that shit. That's fucking.
You even did the fucking eyebrow.
Fire.
Jack Frost nipping at your toes.
Christmas jumper on and everything.
Merry fuck you. Right, so it's time for the mail call.
You've got some
mail.
Pink sounded like Zippy off fucking Rainbow then.
our Jeffrey. Now, we're going to start this mail section Maynard, I'll ask you to reach behind you into the drawers there. I believe it's the broken drawer behind you there that Jables and Sparky fucked up.
Is it which drawer? Is it the Jables drawer or the Sparky drawer?
I think it's the Jables drawer. The Sparky one's the top one, the Jables one's the bottom one there. If you want to pull out the wig there and get yourself ready for one of our favourite sections.
But be careful with the Jables drawer, because it just fall. Careful with the Jables drawer, just falls off at any drop like that.
Order! Silence in court! This is Maynard's Law!
It's all very exciting. We have an email from a guy called Dave Reynolds. He said, "Hey Maynard, I'm genuinely concerned you may gulag me for this one. But here it is anyway. When I was 14, I used to play football in a small play park that lay between houses in our street. It was normally just to kick around between the kids, and sometimes one of us would get a bit enthusiastic and thump the ball a bit too hard, and it would land in one of the neighbours' gardens nearby. It belonged to a grumpy old pair of pensioner sisters, and they would always come out and shout abuse at us for the ball landing in their garden. One day, we were playing 3-a-side, and Alec, my big pal, who had that worrying retard strength about him, and too high a fondness for cats, hoofed the ball too hard, and it landed in the sisters' garden and knocked over a gnome. They came out ranting and shouting, and one of them put a knife through the ball. It was my ball too, bought for me by my uncle from his benefits. In my...
Yeah, it doesn't bode well for you.
Doesn't bode well so far.
No.
In my anger, I decided there was only one avenue of revenge to take. So myself and my pal retard Alec both filled 2 water balloons with piss. And being as it was midsummer, we launched those fuckers through the pensioner sisters' open living room window. I heard a smash, a splash, and a scream before legging it along the road back to my house where I hid for a few hours. The police came by shortly after to ask questions, but I denied everything and they finally left. I was never caught for this, and if I'm honest, I'm not really sorry about it at all. But feel that to be fully at peace, I need to be assessed by the Triple M himself."
Well, you're going in the gulag straight away for the reasons of, one, crimes against football. You have to work on your techers. You obviously didn't, and you were shit at football, so you're going in for that reason.
I love how every fucking reply starts with, "Well, you're going to gulag straight away."
Yeah,
there's just no. That's fucking gold.
Exactly. And 2, the second reason you go in the gulag, I could say for pestering elderly folk, but yeah, they kind of asked for that, so I'm going to be a little bit lenient with you on that one. But the next reason I'm going to put you in the gulag, and I can't actually remember the third reason now. I've fucking forgotten.
Surely for employing a retard.
So, retard Alec, pensioner, pissed through the window, lined the cops.
I remember my third reason now. You got away with a crime. Now, you were away clean, scot-free. No one was ever going to come looking for you. The police weren't going to come looking for you. But yet, you didn't even go to the fucking European Court of Law to say this, so it might have been a bit lenient on you. But no, you come to Maynard's Law.
Yeah.
Now, you know I don't fuck about. You know I don't fuck about. So, you're going to the gulag. You're going and you're going to work on your football technique. And if you can't kick the ball through a hole, you don't get out until fucking you can.
Oh, wow.
That's what you get for putting yourself in front of Maynard's Law, my friend.
Brilliant. Mm-hmm. I think very, very just and fair.
Yeah.
That's just me, though. We do have one again, a second one, sorry, from a guy called James Turnbull.
Good afternoon, Mr. Turnbull.
And he writes, "Hello, sir.
Yes.
I throw myself at the mercy of the court."
There is no mercy in Maynard's Court. Fool. So you're going in straight away no matter what you've done.
"And ask that the good, kind, and may I say, damned handsome judge treats me with the renowned care and leniency he's famed for on your show, and doesn't give me the gulag for what I have done. When I was in my early teens, I had a mental crush on the girl at the bottom of my street. But the trouble was, I heard that so did my pal John. And after speaking to my sister, who was pals with this girl's big sister, I heard that my dream girl might be keen on him too. I knew I had to sabotage this romance before it got started. So I wrote an anonymous letter saying that John was telling everyone that she was a dirty lesbian and had been caught licking some fanny behind the gym hall after school.
Fucking hell.
I left this on her desk, and sure enough, she went fucking mental. She ran out of the class crying and never spoke to him again. He was gutted. But on the plus side, I started dating her about 3 months later, and we stayed together for nearly 2 years before I discovered she was a fucking mental case, like the rest of those fanny-owning bastards. I know, this was a horrible thing to do, my lord. I hope that you can look kindly upon me and take into consideration that not only do I endorse your decision to not take a lick of Scott's microdildo, that I have your ringtone on my phone, and I think you don't look silly at all in the judge's wig. Surely with these mitigating circumstances in place, I get to walk. Now, before you decide, Maynard, I'm gonna throw them to the fellow bastards here. Pink, first of all, what do you think? Do you think this guy deserves a gulag?
Not a chance. I mean, he fucked over a guy called John. He got the bit of fucking smash pasty that he was after. Job's a good one, and he bailed when he realised that she was fucking a couple of sandwiches short of a hamper.
Okay.
The man actually deserves a presidential pardon there from Maynard, and probably a token bottle of Kraken rum.
Good argument. Now, I'll ask, of course, our token female. I'm going to ask Coops. Coops, what do you think?
I was going to say the same thing. The guy's name was John, so he deserves to kind of be fucked over. Plus, his friend actually did John a favour by going out with her, figuring out she was a total fucking nutcase, thus saving him from going out with her and ending up the weirdo.
Bloody hell. So, you've got two there two requests, for leniency. So I'll turn to Maynard.
Well, I've heard the council's opinions, and opinions mean nothing in Maynard's law, I'm afraid. Now, having said that, young man, you have come in and you have been, you've intrigued me with your chat, and I tell you what, young man, you're a ruthless little fucker. So,
do you know what? I'm watching a video.
Silence!
Maynard's what he looks like.
Silence! Coops is fucking a ball hair from going to the gulag. With a fucking,
you're going to hear the gravel shortly.
With a little fucking... see them little pissy stones you've got there? Fuck all compared to the DMs in the fucking gulag in your kidneys.
Nothing compared to the rocks we're breaking in the fucking Siberian gulag, exactly.
Now, I'll tell you what, you're going to go in the gulag, but... And you're going to have a bit of hard labour, but when you come out, I expect you to be reformed, because I like that ruthless streak you have. I think you have potentially got a spot on my bench.
Oh,
I do need some more staff. I need to acquire an army for when I take over the world on the 22nd of December. And this guy sounds like he's got a pair of bollocks on him that can get things done.
Nice.
I like the sound of that. So yeah, but I'm going to be holding Pop Idol like auditions. So don't let me down.
So basically, you like the cut of his jib.
I like the cut of his jib, but he needs to be punished. So you're going in the gulag until the 22nd of December. And you may have a place on my army. If you fail the audition, however, you go back in the gulag and you're never to be seen again.
Perfect. Well, thank you. That's been Maynard's law. You can now safely remove the wig, sir.
I'm locked in Ricky Minaj mode.
All I can hear go through my head right now is, "Can't you hear that boom, 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 boom." You got that super bass.
Let's go to the beach.
It's like, guy.
I hate that biatch.
Oh, fuck, man.
I won't kick her out of bed for farting, though.
Oh, no.
Oh, fucking hell. I can't stand her, but
all kinds of glorious things under.
She'd get some hot cock fired up straight away. No messing. Wouldn't even need to ask.
Wouldn't even need to wax the sides.
Fucking hell.
We've got an email here that says, "Hello, you rotten, dirty Scottish jock bastards." Apart from, of course, Maynard.
Yeah, exactly. Good thing you weren't talking about me there, my friend. Fuck it, you're going in the fucking shit can.
Loves the show, they write. Sparebank here again with a request for the gay pink terrorist, otherwise known as Mr. fucking Pink.
Hello.
Or his Pink'll fix it Baglin bin, or whatever the hell he's calling it nowadays. Anyways, please, could Mr. Pink sin bin or fix the following annoyance? Now, do we need the sin bin music? We do.
Yeah.
That's why not? Why not?
Right, Honourable Reverend Pink brings us the Sin Bin.
Now, I love the clang at the end. his request is Facebook. Yes, Facebook. It has become such an integral part of our lives, being one of the most visited websites on our computers and opened apps on our smartphones. We give our daily thoughts in there, catch up with people we don't really like, and browse other people's and better and cooler photographs. But recently it's become more of an annoyance than a social networking tool. You can see where this is going. Stop posting pictures of absolute pointless fucking shite. These ones, press like if you hate dead babies.
Yeah.
Press like if you love God. If you scroll down and ignore AIDS people, you hate yourself. And other complete shite. I don't want to see this shit, he writes. But it's forced on our screens. All because one of your so-called wanker friends is a spacker and clicks like on the said image. Clicking like on anything isn't going to do a goddamn thing, you fucking morons. We can handle shit statuses or FMLs as sometimes they are funny.
Yeah.
And you can abuse the people who posted them. But please, stop these fucking pointless, annoying image posts, Pink. We know you have the power of the internet. Please, 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 bring back the old Facebook, where you could perv at bikini pics or stalk your exes in peace, without having to see images like a two-legged dog sitting in a fucking grave, or some such shite. Make this happen. Anyways, up and fucking win, John, a.k.a. Sperm Bank. So, Pink, I turned to your good self and ask, does Facebook and the posting or liking of these stupid fucking click like if you hate cancer, click like if you want to see babies get put through a blender, you know, if you, what do you think? Do you think they should be sin binned?
Yeah, I think so. On that kind of basis, I do believe so. And actually, going on to a similar topic that we had earlier on, there was some pair of fucking inbred web-toed fucking up west fucking riding cousin cunts that named their child like.
Fuck off. No.
Yeah,
as in,
after
the Facebook
off of the back
like.
of that, the story I read about the fucking hashtag fucking wankers, it mentioned the wee little sideline blah blah blah, and someone called their daughter like.
For fuck's
sake. They're going about bullying in school being on the increase. That's why, because people are calling the kids Apple and like and fucking similar bullshit like, because you wouldn't get away with fucking naming a kid like that at school I went to in Leeds. Fucking no chance.
Oh god, no.
If you had the wrong pair of strides on at school, you used to get fucking ripped to shreds. If you didn't have if you had to have Farahs on, if you didn't have Farahs, you're fucked.
Oh.
If you walked into my class, you're fucked. Street
Bloody
legal,
hell.
get in, boys. Fucking you, fucking. You think I'm joking? Fucking, I remember fucking Norman Belk got fucking pummeled because he had the wrong Why am I dropping names like Norman Belk? From fucking, no one knows his name.
Okay.
But you got fucking ripped. But yeah, fuck it, I digress anyway.
Oh, bloody hell. That's...
No, fuck that shit. That's why fucking there's so much bullying going on in this world.
Yeah.
Just name your kids Scott, Maynard. Fuck, why am I even giving myself my surname? Richard, Pink, or whatever his name is in real life. Fucking no, we never got fucked over.
True. I mean, that's the thing. See, you know, it's plain generic. I say plain, but just a regular name.
Yeah.
You know, a regular name. And people, stop living your lives on Facebook. Don't get me wrong. I check it. I check it throughout the day.
Sorry to interject here, but I'm just reading in the chat room that the inspiration behind Zombie Savile may have had his personal Facebook account suspended.
No. No, really? Because I'm just checking now, the Zombie Savile page is still there, from what I can gather.
What a fun.
He's been suspended. You fucking shit.
Use a different email address, you fucking fanny.
Oh, don't tell me he's used the same email address for both pages, you
Fucking brilliant.
chud. That's gold.
I was saying it won't be that. I said, but this week, it'll gone sometime. I didn't expect within fucking resorting to looking at my watch. Andy G's put hashtag like.
Hashtag like. Oh, Oh my head, fucking hell! Right, so we're gonna move on to our last email here. And
hold on. Before we continue,
sorry,
Facebook and all your fucking shitty pictures and all your pish and your likes and your fucking Zuckerberg fucking pointy nose fucking face fucking rich wanker who fucking drives a Honda and fucks a fucking slanty-eyed slag.
Brilliant.
You know what I hate about Facebook is the fact that I've actually got to try and watch what I say now because there's too many of my friends' kids that try to add me all the time.
Oh, yes.
Well,
that
fuck
fucks
them.
me off. There's an age limit for Facebook and it's there for a fucking reason.
Exactly.
But then you do know that you can create circles or you can create groups where certain groups can't see what you post.
Oh, you'll need to teach me how to do that.
Right,
I've got my nieces on my page, and I
what
keep
we'll do.
forgetting. And my brother's like, "Aye, Claire, rise up!" And I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
But see now, the thing what I don't understand about Facebook and what annoys me is, see, going back to this likes thing, someone sent me one the other day, and it was something like, this child needs a fucking a heart transplant or something like that, blah, blah, blah. It's quite a sad story, you know, Malaki. And it says, the doctor says this child can have a heart transplant if it gets something like 8,000 likes.
Oh.
And it's at something like 7,998. And I'm looking and thinking, are you people fucking stupid?
People believe this shit as well.
So you're telling me some doctor somewhere in this world says, I tell you what, I can do it and I won't charge anything, but if you get 8,000 likes, I'll do it for you. Are you really telling me some doctor said that? Get out of here, you fucking mug.
It's one of these things where, you know, I think whenever I think that we're doing good as a species, that we're developing, we're growing, we're changing, we're improving things, I spend an hour on Facebook.
From the Sasquatch.
I know, the content that we pump out. But I mean, I look at Facebook for an hour and I'm just completely despondent again. You're like, you're all, I mean, not all, don't be wrong, there are some funny people on Facebook that I'm friends with and follow and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of fucktards as well.
There is. I've got someone on my Facebook page who, and it's quite a sad thing because her daughter's in a relationship and a boyfriend, he knocks her about. It's not right, it's not fun, there's no joke about it or anything. Now, what would you do if that was your daughter and her boyfriend's knocking her about? You'd go around there and sort it out, wouldn't you?
You'd have a word.
No.
I don't know, Maynard. I would maybe, set up a page on Facebook and start campaigning that the daughter shouldn't get hit, and then just to see whether or not we'd actually get enough likes.
If
to
you
see
give
whether or
me
not this
10,000 likes,
Nether could actually get off a fucking fat arse to go around and fucking sort out the like cunt. I'm not sure if I would actually go round. I would rather create a page, right, and then see whether they get all likes from people and sympathy and everything like that before I'd bother getting off my arse.
Yeah.
How about you?
Fucking exactly. That's what fucking you blew me away, Pink. That's exactly what I would do. You change my mind.
He's good.
She's posted pictures of her daughter. Her face is swollen to fuck. I'm thinking, why?
Oh,
why?
Ridiculous.
Fuck that shit.
Well, listen, guys. Before we head off, we've got one last email here to play. So
she's a quatty bitch, and she'll drink your piss. Who wants to hang out the arse of Claire? Serpent cunt.
That intro always gets me. It's a cracker. We've got an email from someone called Des.
Hello, Des.
And Des writes, "Hello there, you fucking cunt.
Oh, yes.
Listen up and listen up good. This is how shit is going down. First, you're getting on the fucking train right now and making your way to Dumfries, where you'll be met off the train by my sister, Fat Susan. She's a curly-haired monstrosity with big, thick glasses and a moustache. And she insisted on being part of the plan, and she's got weekends free now from the slaughterhouse. And it will save her just sitting in her fat ass, drinking wine and eating chips.
I think that's my ex.
She'll lead you to the town centre where you'll meet me at my flat, beside the appropriately named kidnap shop. Once we're inside my place, you'll quickly be stripped and dressed up as the multi-talented TV entertainer Rolf Harris. Sadly, I couldn't find a suitable beard as part of the costume, so I'll ask that you leave yours in place for coming in to visit.
Yeah.
Then you'll spend the next 4 hours playing various tunes on my didgeridoo while I paint kangaroos on your massive fucking tits. And in case I'm not clear, by didgeridoo, I mean my throbbing penis. Once you've tied my kangaroo down, sport, we'll get down to a bit of dingo hunting. This pretty much means that we hide caramel raisins up your vagina and make you run around the house, then see how many you pump out as you do laps of the living room. Then once you've disposed of or hidden all the caramel secrets, we'll let Fat Susan loose to go and chew down all the bastards she finds. I don't need your consent or your score, you fucking bitch. I just need your fucking dress size. I just need your fucking dress size for the proper sized Rolfaroo costume that you'll be wearing on the train home. So, Coops. Fucking hell.
Holy shit.
So, I mean, Maynard, what do you think? Does he deserve a score at all there, or some kind of fucking psychological help, baby, or
fuck? I think he needs both, to be honest with you.
Right.
But to be fair, he didn't mention bumnastics, so
true.
He might have done all right.
There was no bumnastics.
Fucking, we're not Coopsing up for the bumnastics, like
not keeping the bumnastics.
Triple Falco-anal or whatever you want to call it. Fucking, I think that might be like a 6 or a 7, maybe, or something.
Really?
I think it could be, but I don't remember it. Yeah, it might be less.
It could be. What do you think, Pink?
I reckon it's going to feature strong, but whether or not she can keep her shit together without fucking popping the gravel at her fanny, I'm not sure.
It's sort of kind here, but JBL, who knows Dumfries, says the kidnap shop is an actual shop. The kidnap shop is a shop that sells baby stuff.
No.
So kidnap? Oh no.
Oh, you can't call it that.
You can't call it kidnap.
Fucking hell.
You can't call a baby shop kidnap. Are you? Is that bona fide? Is there an actual kid shop called kidnap?
It's like calling a knife shop stabbies or something like that. You can't fucking call it that.
You're absolutely kidding me. Sorry. Anyway, so back on track. Coops, what do you think? No rush.
You've gone. What did you just say? It was total silence.
I just
there.
said, Coops, what do you think? What kind of score can Des kind of get from your good self? Would you like a drum roll?
Right. If you knew me that well, number one, he would know that I have to shave down there because it's not a pretty sight. So I'm not growing no fucking didgeridoo bearded fucking Rolf Harris down there. Number two as well, have you seen the size of my tits? I don't run. So unless you want me to just power walk around just living room with the caramels up my vagina, then we could maybe go with that. I would say maybe a 7.
A 7's not a bad score. In fact, that's one of the better scores you've given out recently.
Yeah.
I quite like that because it was short, to the point. Plus he's got to buy me clothes as well, so that's good.
True.
And plus he came in strong at the beginning.
He did come in. It was a very strong start.
He didn't fuck about with roses or anything because Claire likes that ropey effect.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
None of that fucking, oh, hello, my darling. How are you?
No.
Hello, my
princess. Punch me in the cunt and tell me I'm a bitch.
Yeah. Fuck, that's me when I'm going wrong. I'm like with these ladies. Hello, my pretty Maynard here. You've maybe heard of me. I'm
that's rather, where we're going
I'm rather
wrong.
big in oil instead of me. Oh, fuckers. Knock us out.
Thing is, though, Cooper, if he's going to punch you in the cunt, he'd need a fucking glad hand on her else he'd disappear like it's quicksand.
Hey man, I've told you many times before, my vagina's really tight, thank you very much. And I'll have plenty of people that can vouch for that.
Plenty of people, you see.
Yeah, click like.
So it turns out that JBL says that the shop is called Kidnap, but it's Kid-Nap.
That don't make it
But still, Kidnap, holy shit. It's a bona fide show.
Okay.
That takes us to the end of the show, folks, sadly. Time to call it a night. Thank you, of course, to everyone for tuning into the show tonight. It's been magical. Maynard, of course, thank you to you.
Thank you kindly.
Anyone you want to say hello to or goodbye to or fuck you?
I will say hello to Kerry Anderson from my work. Yes, I actually am Maynard in real life.
Brilliant. What about you, Pink?
I would just like to say a shout out to Piper Gav that gave us the review on iTunes. Now, I'd like to also read out a review on iTunes. Now, we don't normally do this, but this is the kind of thing that we aspire to get on iTunes, right? Someone's put some thought and some effort into this. Try and better this for a review, right? It's by Gunnar Goldhair. It says, a fantastic look into the minds of the mentally diseased inhabitants of the top of Scotland. Rude, crude and fantastically funny, the Doghousers produce laughs week after week, perfectly encapsulating the British sense of humour. They spare nothing. and no one their particular brand of searing vitriol, like a breath of fresh air after being trapped in a lift with a flatulent panda. Now that's a quality review.
It's not bad, not bad. Of course, folks, if you can, we ask you to go to iTunes, and if you can, of course, give us a 5-star review, and a written review would be great. Really helps the show get exposure. Of course, go to our website, dhbradio.com. On there, we've got links to our Twitter feeds. We've got links to our Facebook page. Of course, you can email us on there as well. And of course, vote in our 2013 awards ceremony, where we'll be giving away awards for different segments of the show on our big haunted show. Coops, what about you? When was say goodbye to before we go?
I'd like to say goodbye to my kidney stones. Hopefully, they'll be fucking off out of me by tomorrow. And a big hello to my chum Elaine.
Oh, right.
I hope they're like fucking Elgin marbles.
You can fuck right off. So I'll be sending them to you to shove them right up your fucking nostrils.
Good night, folks.
Cunt.
Shit, did I catch it last cunt? Let me just check.